everyone, right now we are joined by Sam Macuga of USA Nordic to talk a little bit about some exciting events that are coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Sam, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we've got the Springer Soiree. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Soiree, yeah.
Soiree, I'm so sorry. And then we also have another, the Tournee?
Yeah, Tournee.
Tournee. I want to make sure I get those correct, but thank you so much. Can you explain a little bit about what the Tournee is first?
Yeah, so every year we have a week where all the ski jumpers around the country come together. It's a big deal because the younger jumpers get to get like some one-on-one training with the national team, us, and then we also, it used to be nationals, but this year it's just a competition for us to kind of see where we're at in the summer. So the Tournee is on our normal sized hill and all the national team members compete.
Wow, and so it's going to be this big competition, and is it open to everyone, or is there a way for people to get tickets and things like that?
For the competition, you actually don't need tickets. It's open to the public. It's at Utah Olympic Park on Saturday the 30th. It's at 7 a.m. in the morning. You can come a little bit later. It goes until 9:30, but anyone's welcome to come.
That's so cool. And so there's going to be youth there as well. They're not competing, but they're just kind of watching and things like that. And
yeah, they have competitions earlier in the week, and then they come on Saturday just to see, like, it's kind of like a here's where you'll be at eventually. Like, come watch the older jumpers.
Yeah. Have you had the opportunity to be one of those younger kids, and now you're one of the people in the big show?
Yeah, it helps with the pipeline. Like, you get to go like do some testing with older jumpers, get some advice from them, and then you work your way up to the jumps until you're in the actual Springer Tournee and you're jumping on the big hills.
Unbelievable. That must be pretty cool to be able to see, you know, your development from that to from where you were to where you are now, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's fun to be at the top. You like take your jump, and then the younger jumpers are down there, and like I remember being one of the kids in the crowd and being like, wow, that's so cool.
And so now you also, there's another half of it as well, is that correct?
Yeah.
And so what is that specifically?
So we do a fundraiser every single year. So Wednesday the 27th, we're having our soiree, which is it's like an intimate, it's hosted at my house actually. So it's kind of, we get everybody together, we have an auction, we have all the jumpers come and interact with people. So it's kind of just meet the jumpers, help us raise funds for this year, especially because post-Olympics, it's a really hard year for us to get money.
I would totally, yeah, I would understand completely why. And so all of this is going to be taking place, not this week, but next week, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and so everything that comes involved in that, it's a full week thing, is that correct?
Yeah, for the public, the most important things would probably be the fundraiser on Wednesday the 27th and competition on Saturday the 30th, but it is a week-long thing for us.
Yeah, so the fundraiser is on Wednesday, you said, and
yes.
What time is that? Where
it's
is that?
It's at 6 p.m. The address is on our website, usanordic.org, and you can buy tickets there.
Okay, and so, and then the actual competition you said is Saturday, is that correct?
Yes, Saturday, 7 a.m.
Saturday at 7 a.m., so people will definitely want to make sure to go to that.
Yes.
What is maybe the most exciting thing that goes on during that week, or specifically during that competition?
It's a really important competition for us because it helps us figure out who's going to what competitions in the upcoming season, because ski jumping is a fun sport. We compete in the summer. Mm-hmm. Like we don't have World Cups, we have Grand Prix, which are the equivalent. And so that competition is really important for us. So everybody's really jumping their best because we all want to have a spot at one of those Grand Prix. I
know we've talked to people like Casey Larson on the show. Are those some of the names we're going to be seeing?
Casey Larson, there's Anna Hoffman, she was just at the past Olympics. It was her first time. We're going to have the whole Nordic combined teams there, a whole team of guys that went to the Olympics. So lots of Olympians, all national team members. It's going to be cool.
That's going to be super, super exciting. I can't wait, and I'm sure that this is just one of the things that gets you prepped and ready. You mentioned that you're specifically training in the summer, but do you also compete in the winter? I would assume so.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, so summer is kind of, we compete, but it's more heavy on the training side and figuring things out. Like, it's where you try new things and figure out, like, maybe new techniques for ski jumping, and then in the winter, we hit the ground hard and just go over to Europe, follow the circuit, and you kind of just status quo.
At this time, what are you specifically working on yourself? What are some of your main goals for the next little bit?
My biggest goal for the next winter is to make the World Championships team. And so I'm really working on figuring out my flying. I've kind of got like my in-run and my takeoff figured out, but I really want to figure out how to keep everything together and just work on flying farther.
Well, Sam, thank you so much again. We really appreciate the time. And we will actually be right back here on Mountain Connections in just a little bit.